Some things are perfect. You're really in your bag. Have you played a game called Tag? In Britain we call it. Please sit down and listen. I can see your wrist glisten because you've got that ice that's shining and blinging. What the flip are you thinking? I wonder what you're truly wishing. Ronaldo's jinking, he's bobbing and weaving in and out of the defenders. Your car has fenders. You like your steak tender? Will this video render? Have you ever been to have you ever attacked the Ender Dragon? Whatever you seek to do, you just make it happen. Please stop capping. I really like your fashion, your design. You've got a cool eye for fashion, you've got a cool eye for clothes. Who are your bros? Nobody knows. Have you used a fire hose? Do you wear the Leyden hose? The Leyden Hosen? I believe that's a piece of German attire. If you look at the sky, you'll see that it's a lot higher than where you currently are right now. You're on the ground, you're on the floor. You're always seeking for more. Are you really sure? Have you heard of a fullback called Luke Shaw? Have you gone on tour? What is the law? I just went to turn on a switch. What is your niche, aka your niche? Do you like quiche? Have you got it? Have you understood capiche? In Spain they say comprende. Are you the first of? Is this the first of many? I said that in a bit of a weird. I said that with weird pronunciation. Please get to your station. What do you seek? What are you taking? I really like the cake that you're baking. You're really creative, Donny. He always seeks to be a star in the making. Don't fake it. Please stop faking. Be genuine, real, and authentic. Yeah, be authentic. Be an original person. That guy he's making bank. He really is earning extremely high. Look to the sky. Do you like chips or fries? Aren't they really the same thing? Please get in the bin. Who is your king? Are you dominant in the ring? And during a boxing match, you can always make a batch of cakes. I really don't have respect or time for the fakes. Have you gone to Loot Lake? That's a fictional place in Fortnite. The dog won't do a bite. Another one bites the dust. 1v1 me on Rust. What's all the fuss about? What is that guy? Where's that guy going? He's going in or out of the house. Stop playing cat and mouse. Are you scouse? This game was a rout, an absolute demolition by Liverpool, 4-0 to the Scousers. I really wonder what search engine that guy uses, because wowzers, his browsers are moving a bit crazy. That first touch was brazy. Please stop being lazy. Be a footballer who's always on the grind, who seeks to do more, who works hard. Is your name double barred? Have you ever sparred? In preparation for a fight, do it with all your might. The end game is in sight. Please avoid the blight. Do what you might, or do what you're seemingly unable to do. You do you. Please come through. Do you need to go to the poo? When was the last time you went to the loo? Have you ever learnt kung fu? Whatever you can do, I can do it better. Please excuse the weather. Don't let her do the thing that she thinks is great when in reality it's not. You have to stop, because it's not the necessary action. Right now you're packing. Where are you mapping? Where do you intend to go next? Is your favorite planet Saturn? That's also the name of a certain type of material or color, I believe. Right now you're looking naive. Have you heard of a FIFA YouTuber called Reeve? Right now I'm wearing socks. Please stay in the box. He's a fox in the box, an 18-yard box poacher. You really need a coach to coach her. Are you clinical? Are you a bit lackluster? What's with all the fuss, bruh? What things need to muster? You living in a Honda or a Hyundai? have you seen the bonsai tree? There's a Pokemon that's designed after that. There's also a Pokemon that looks like a bat. His name is Noivern. Now it's your turn to get in on the act. Please sign the pact. Don't speak BS, speak facts. Have you got the axe? Please be chilled, please be relaxed. His potential has maxed. He can reach as far as he wants, just like Max Verstappen, the guy who's only about 25 years old. He's already got some courage, he's already brave and bold. Lewis Hamilton is obviously one of the GOATs, but Verstappen right now is kind of intruding on his boat, invading his own territory. What a story, you know, there's never been a Dutch world champion before other than Max, I believe. So the fact that now he's doing this, it's a dream for him and the Red Bull team. At the time of recording this, he's at Red Bull. Right now you're feeling full. Answer the call when it comes. Say, please act respectful, don't act like a bunch of I don't know what I was gonna say. It is what it is. Please listen to this guy. He's got W Riz. You can hear the Fanta Fizz. Come to the biz, the business, it's booming. On COD, why do you always feel the need to do shooting? You can instead know where the enemy is and then move there instead of being trigger happy. Don't get wily, don't get snappy. Try to just be happy. Are you a person who's perceived as quite clappy, aka clapping all the time? You know the rhymes and the mimes. But yeah, it really is your time to shine. Do what you gotta do. Oh my right. I can see a radiator, see you later, alligator. What were the allegations about in terms of O.J. Simpson? Have you ever used LinkedIn? Some sounds are riveting. A frog is usually riveting. Have you ever gone cricketing? You're a man on a mission. I'd love to be you. I'd love to see you. We can meet and have a discussion. Keep it bussing, keep it running. London is very bustling, very busy and packed. That's just a fact because of how many people there are in the city, how many people are going up and down. Please turn that frown into something else. Are you Welsh or are you from a different British country, i.e. Scotland or Northern Ireland or England? If you're Irish, can you see it in your iris? Or do you eye his wrist, eye it up because of jealousy or envy? That mountain is about only 10 feet. That's ridiculously short. If there's a mission and you gotta, screw it, abort. What was the latest report? I really do not like that retort. You really did. You really thought that you could get away with it this time. Well, the answer is no. You're not invisible. You're not inanimate. You're not meant to be inanimate like a mime. Hear the rhymes, hear the rhythms. A type of note in music is called a minim. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. It's actually true. Peak for you. You thought it was only crotchets and just general notes and that. I can tell you that's not true. The bed is where he sat. Did it for you. Because he has affection. What type of pen do you use for correction, to correct where you went wrong? Are you rating this song? If not, do you also like ping pong, aka table tennis? That's what we call it here in Britain. Who are you missing? What are you wishing? Would you ever consider linking, aka meeting up together? Please excuse the weather. The rope is like a tether. You are my brethren. Have you heard of Bellerin? He's the king, the Spanish fullback, the Spanish international. The Spaniard used to play for Arsenal. It's hard to score for him, given the position that he plays. That's all I'll say. Have you gone to the Bay? Have you visited it? The Bay Area in San Francisco. You should go to a disco. Have you heard of a Spanish camp called Isco? Something with a bit of a frisco, fiasco. Do you like mango or tango? What's bad, bro? Something's difficult to handle. Once again, I said that in a weird accent. I'm not on the ascent, I'm on the descent, the opposite of the rise. Please keep your eyes on the prize. What do you despise? What is your biggest demise? Stop telling lies. He's very much seen the highs and the lows. That's just how it goes. You friends or you foes, nobody knows. But you're definitely not your average Joes. You're someone different, someone special. It's really mental. You can always be effectual in the match. In the game, everyone knows your name. You've already got the fame. What's your biggest claim to that? You go through that. And it's a completely different ball game. Everyone knows you now. Everyone knows your name. Always coming up to you, trying to get in front of you. Not really making fun of you, but just trying to get your attention, trying to get in your mentions on Twitter. It's a whole new dimension, a whole new dynamic, a whole new world, not to quote Aladdin. Have you ever gone Saturn or the moon? Neil Armstrong, Lance Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin went to the moon. Was it like a monsoon? Probably not. Or a typhoon? I don't think so. But it was after all the moon. I don't think it was in the middle of June. That's a Heat Waves reference. Shout out to anyone who likes that song. For me personally, that's my favourite song, but it's personal preference. But yeah, have you ever seen the president? Have you seen a Pokemon that looks like a pheasant? That happens almost every year. A typical bird Pokemon. Don't know what show you're on. Just throw it on. If you're eager to watch TV, have you seen a Transformer called Bumblebee, one of the most famous ones, along with Optimus Prime and Megatron? Those guys kind of bond. Have you gone to Bondi with me? We could be a perfect team. It suits you down to a T. Have you seen a yellow bee? Have you heard of Central C? That person, he has got it all. He's a talented sports player, talented academic person. He just has everything possible to his locker. He's got everything in his locker. That first touch was a shocker. Dead baller. You could have scored, bruh. If you're a little bit taller, then the header would be a lot easier to execute. Be a lot easier to execute. That is cute. If you have a car, then please please put the luggage in the boot. Can you smell soot from the chimney? Don't bin me. Keep me where I already was. I don't feel lost. I feel like I know where I'm going. And I'm showing my ability, what I can truly do, and what I can truly prove to you, the manager, about my future plans. At the club, it's a dub. Soap is something used to rub. Soap is something, you rub together to use on your skin and your hair. Future's looking bare, skilling is looking bright. Because so much stuff is in sight,